Hello and welcome to another Father-Son podcast starring me, the handsome caveman, and the raging butterfly.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. How was your day today?
Good.
You know what? You know what it is? 10 o'clock. You know what that means? It's time for a beer.
AKA a pop or a rock star.
It's a Pepsi, actually, but it's time for a Pepsi. It's a long day. Ooh, and you put it in the fridge. It's nice and cold. Thank you. Did really good with your jobs today again.
Yeah.
Got them all done.
I still need to switch the laundry though.
Oh, snap. You shouldn't have told me that. You should have just covered up. But I'm glad you're honest. You're a really good, honest kid.
That's the
important.
only thing I didn't do though. And I started it. So
Yeah.
I did half of it.
Yeah.
Well, really more like 1.5 thirds of it.
Well, there's no trivial jobs, and that's one of them. You've been wanting to do this one for a little bit, so I figured today's a good day to get into it. Huh?
I haven't been wanting to do this one. This one sounds complicated and
Why does it sound complicated?
I don't know, because I don't have a job and I don't know. It sounds like a smart people podcast.
And you're a smart person.
I know, but
you're smarter than me.
to be smart is complicated.
It's supposed to be complicated. You should always. Life is a very complicated thing, so you should always be prepared for it complicated.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. So what do you think there's no trivial jobs? What do you think that means?
Well, you said trivial means something that doesn't matter. So if there's no jobs that don't matter, I guess there's no jobs that don't matter.
Well, just because I say it doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah. Well, that's true, kind of. But, what... It begs the question, what job are people on welfare, or people that are poor, people living off food stamps, what job are they doing?
It depends on their day. If they're not doing anything, maybe they're not doing a very good job of having even a trivial job, you know? You have to have a job to have it be a trivial job, but it can be anything. So your jobs the last couple of days have been written down on a list, and you've accomplished them, right? So today you had, I don't have the list in front of me, but...
Laundry, dog poop, clean my room, a little bit,
30 minutes, yep. 3 pages of homework. 1 load of laundry.
Yeah.
Folded and put away.
Yeah.
Right. So that was 5, and you had 6. What was the other one? Oh, put 3 pops in the fridge.
Yeah, that's easy though.
Yeah, that's
it takes
easy one.
5 seconds.
It's not a trivial job. You know why?
Why? Because you just got it?
Because I have a cold pop in my hand right now instead of a lukewarm pea tasting Pepsi. I have a nice
but
ice
that's not
cold.
Important.
It's important to me right now.
Not really.
What do you mean not
you
really?
could be living without it.
It gives me more satisfaction to have a nice ice cold Pepsi when I'm tired.
But
and fall asleep.
Satisfaction is trivial.
It's not trivial.
Yeah, it is.
You've made my day better by some trivial job that you did today.
Yeah, it's
so
trivial.
To me, it's not trivial. I appreciate it.
Well, to you.
It makes me like you more.
But in the.
It makes you almost be my favorite son after you messed up the taco meat.
But in the grand scheme of your life and of the world, it's trivial.
It's not trivial because it improved my mood today. So it did something for something that took you 2 seconds and improved my mood.
But,
and it's going to make me better for this whole podcast. Every time I take a sip of nice cold Pepsi, there's one less thing I can concentrate on. I can make this podcast just a little bit better by being able to focus.
But that doesn't mean it's not trivial.
It does mean it's not trivial.
No, it doesn't. Something that has no purpose.
It did have purpose. I asked you to do it. You accomplished a job, and it made my day better.
Yeah,
that's not trivial.
It's not important. It's not gonna.
Important is totally different than trivial. Important means something really important. Trivial means it doesn't do anything. So somewhere down that road, here's trivial. So I have my hand outstretched all the way to the right. Here's important all the way to the left, right? So this is trivial. This is important. The pop falls about 8 steps away from trivial, right? Because it made me better. It makes me feel better. It makes me proud of you, right? So you accomplishing your task today. How did that make you feel?
Good.
Made you feel good, right? You accomplished something. Our goal in life is to accomplish something, right? People that sit around and they don't do anything all day are depressed. They're not happy because people are meant to do something. I didn't mean to yell into your ear there.
You didn't. I'm pretty sure something might be wrong with this side. 'Cause
Yeah.
It keeps making this like spark noise.
Yeah? I wonder why that would be.
I didn't do anything.
All right. We'll have to switch headphones for next podcast so I can hear it. I'll have to get another set of headphones.
I didn't do anything.
Anyways, there's no trivial jobs.
Well, if there's no trivial jobs, then are there useless jobs?
Here's the thing I'm trying to explain to you. There's nothing that you do is useless because human beings are made to do something in life, and I believe that, and almost everyone that is smart believes that. Not just smart, but people that study the human nature, human cause, they all believe that humans are meant to do something, right? So by us accomplishing our tasks, it makes us feel like better people. That's what we're designed to do. We're designed to overcome nature and survive and procreate. And we're not hunters anymore, right? We evolved out of that, but we still need to do something. We still need to accomplish something with our lives, right? And getting jobs done gives us a little bit of meaning in our life, right? Every day we have a little bit of a struggle, and if we come out on top of the struggle, we feel good about ourselves. And on the days where you failed your job, even though like I didn't get on you too bad, you still know you didn't get done what you needed to get done for the day, and it feels bad, right?
Not too bad, because like I started it. I mean, it obviously doesn't feel good, but it doesn't feel like, because I didn't finish it, but I started it.
What does starting mean? It doesn't mean anything.
Nothing's trivial then. So if nothing's trivial, then me starting it can't be trivial. It can't mean nothing.
It's not a trivial job, but you still need to finish it. Otherwise, it's nothing. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but then if it's not trivial, then it can't be as bad as if I didn't do it at all.
That's better than not starting. I guess that's right. But I mean, so everything we do in life, we pretty much do it the same way, right? So if you're neat and organized with one thing you do, you're neat and organized with like everything you do. If you're loose and disorganized, most of the things in your life are loose and disorganized, right? Every now and then we have something that's a little bit ADD that we need to have, or OCD, I mean, that we need to have perfect, right? But mostly in life, if we're loose and we're sloppy and we start things and we don't finish them, that's how we are with everything we do, right? Would you agree with that or no?
What?
Would you agree with that or no?
That we all do everything similar in a similar way.
Everything that you do is kind of in a similar way, right? So if you
I guess. I mean, there are obviously certain things that'll be outliers.
like what?
Like somebody could be super OCD about like paper stacking, but then be super disorganized with like keeping stuff in like a bag or something. Like at school, somebody might be OCD about the way that their papers are stacked, but it might be super disorganized in their pencil bag or in their book bag. So that's an outlier. But like,
all right, let's use you for an example, right? Let's take a look at you. I mean, we could do it to me too, but you're not really. It doesn't seem like you're really mentally focused enough to put me under the microscope. But if you feel like doing it tomorrow, you can definitely come on tomorrow and think about it all day. Throw me under the bus because I like it when you throw me under the bus. It's good. It makes it a fun podcast when you make fun of me. Probably more people are happy to listen to it when you mess up. But if you look at your room right now, it's pretty disorganized, right?
mm-hmm.
How do you think your homework would be if we didn't get on you all the time about it? Pretty disorganized, pretty last minute, right? Because when we don't get on you about it, it's always last minute, and you're not even always sure what you're supposed to do for homework, right? How is the area where you sit and hang out all the time downstairs?
Disorganized?
Yeah. How is I don't know. How is like your video game organizational system?
What?
How is like where you have all your games and stuff? Do you know where all your games are all the time?
I know. Well, I have a box of cartridges for my DS. So does that count?
I guess. Do you know where you have the box?
I'm pretty sure it's downstairs.
Do you know where the gift cards you got are?
I know where the GameStop one is.
Okay. Do you know where all your Christmas presents are?
Yeah,
Where are they?
in my room. They're all
Where?
in my room. They're either in bags or some of it is falling out of the bags. And then there's this garbage bag with stuff that I put in it that wasn't already in a bag.
How organized does that sound?
If my room was more organized, it wouldn't be that disorganized. But since my room is disorganized, it's like extra disorganized.
How's your plan for getting better at piano? Pretty disorganized?
Yeah.
Not much thought into it? How's your plan for school?
More organized than pretty disorganized. Sort of disorganized. Because I haven't really set my mind on what I'm going to do. But and I don't really understand what my school is in high school because the AP and IB program. So I guess it's kind of organized because what I want to do is I want to finish school at City Honors, and I would want to get a diploma, a high school diploma, and move on to college, and then use my scholarship to get a job.
How are you enacting that plan?
I don't know, because like I can't really do much since I'm only in 7th grade.
Right.
Like,
Are you striving to get A's and everything, all your homework, to be the best? I don't really see that. I think you're a little disorganized with that as well. Although you're very smart and you're very studious. I'm not saying that you're not trying your best. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that there's a pattern in your behavior right now, right? It's very disorganized. How would you say your attention to detail is when you're doing jobs?
not very much.
Right, because you're doing a couple things at once. You're a little bit disorganized, right? Usually listen to podcasts or your music or doing a couple of different things when you're supposed to be doing what you're doing, right? Which is okay, right? There's nothing wrong with anything I'm saying because you look like you're crying. But what I'm trying to establish to you is that you have a pattern, right? How do you learn jiu-jitsu and wrestling?
In class?
In class, but it's kind of broken, right? You're always real aggressive and you're trying to train real hard. You don't take a minute to look at the fine details a lot, right? Which is not bad because that's a great way to learn wrestling. And it's just you, man. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Because we all learn different. I'm not like trying to throw in about, don't cry, man. It's okay. But I just want you to realize that you're a little bit disorganized in everything that you're doing in life, right? And maybe if we just start in your room and we get your room clean together and we'll help you and we'll work on organizational strategies, right? To get the room a little bit clean, we can organize every part of your life, right? Because look, listen, I'm going to turn it off of you now. Okay, so, are you listening? Okay. Stop crying. Take a deep breath. Deep breath. That's not a deep breath. That's snorting. You're going to get boogers on my mic. And now my mic's going to be crackling just like my headphones. Right? We don't want no cracklings. If you get boogers on your nice Sabre sweater, you're going to have to wash it. And your sleeve wiping. Taking it from the dad. Anyways, let's take a look at me, right? So, how's my room look? That was a good snort. It came right over the mic really, really good. Really, really good. So how's my room look?
I can't move my face.
I know. So how's my room look?
Relatively clean.
Relatively clean? Yeah,
Oh.
relatively clean. Cleaner than normal, right? But still relatively clean. How the bills look? Big mess, right?
Yeah.
How does I don't know. How have I been lately? Kind of a little bit of a mess, kind of all over the place, right? But I'm trying to keep my room cleaner. I'm trying to keep everything cleaner in my life. And this is something I realized at 40, right? Like how we do any one thing affects how we do everything, right?
I didn't mean to do that.
I know. So if we're lazy with the smallest things that we do, we're gonna be lazy with the biggest things we do, right? And if we do something, we should put our full effort into it, or at least as much effort as we can. So if you watch me when I'm listening to podcasts, I'm really working pretty hard during that time, right? I'm not stopping and looking at what's going on. Put it in my pocket and I get to work on it. And I don't know, I just kind of want to have you understand that it's hard to concentrate because you look so sad, man. Don't be sad. This is a life talk, right? There's nothing to be sad about. You're not incomplete. You're not anything, right? You're just you. And you're a kid. You're not supposed to be good at this stuff. Listen, what do I say in class when everyone messes up? Do you know, what do I say in class when everyone messes up? I'm like, if everyone's doing it wrong, I'm the one that showed it wrong. It's my fault, right? So if you're upset about what I'm saying right now, it's not your fault. It's that I didn't parent very good till now, right? Have we ever had this talk before? No, you're 13, you're 12, and we never talked about it, right? So there's no reason to be upset. We're just trying to nip these things in the bud before they become too big of a problem, right? I don't want you to become frustrated in life or school or anything. There's a lot of points in my life where I was so frustrated with school because I was so disorganized. It had nothing to do with my ability or anything, right? I don't want you to fall down that path. Look at Destiny. Destiny was a mess, dude. Everything she did was terrible. She's turning it around. She's doing pretty good in school now too, right? You've been really good. We just don't want you to ever fall into that trap, okay? We'll just cut it close because we're not really getting anywhere. And, you know, this would be pretty private anyways. But I love you, man. All right? You okay? You're supposed to say I love you now. Or I hate you. Dude, you look super Asian right now. With your glasses off, your eyes are a little slanty. Your one arm looks yellow and the other one looks red. Are you half Indian? Oh, man. I'll probably get in trouble for that one. But at least I got you laughing. You do look super Asian, though. I'm not even kidding. You look like that sign. Wait, hang on. Take your glasses off. I'm going to take the picture for the podcast while you're sad and crying. I'll make it look good. Come on, let me see those Asian eyes. Let me see those Asian eyes. Ching chong ching ching. I got you blowing your nose. One of these is going to be good. That's a lot of clicks. Oh, you look like an Indian now. You're all red. I'm sorry to any Native American friends I have. I wrestled with a lot of really tough Native Americans. The Dixons, they were killers. I respect all races, but you're not immune from my humor. I don't know. That's all I got for today, dude, but I love you. In force talk, that means I love you back, Dad. And nose blowing. All right, guys. Have a good night. Sorry I made Forrest cry. He didn't really talk much. But he's tired and he needs to get some sleep. Me too. All right, we're out. Mom's home Saturday. 2 more podcasts and Mom's home tomorrow and Saturday. If we get the podcast in before Mom gets home. What do you want to talk about tomorrow? How about the trip?
What trip? Oh,
Mom's trip.
okay.
Review of Mom's trip. All right. I'm sorry you're upset, man. But there's nothing to be upset about. You're a good kid. Clean your room. Everything else will get better. You actually gave me a book about that. Make your bed. That's exactly what the book is about. Make your first job accomplished in the morning and make your bed, so at least you have your bed made. That's really, literally the book you gave me. So you were crying about the book you gave me. Just so you know. I actually read what you give me, dude. I love you, man. I love you back, Dad. You're the best. You're the best dad I ever had. Can you say that? The audience is waiting for you. All right, we're out, man. No matter if you say it or not.
I hope you're the best dad I ever had, because I hope you're my only dad.
Well, I'll probably be your only biological father. Probably. All right. Unless CRISPR is pretty good. All right, later, man. We're out.